is just...
It's tough.
I took Spanish like 3 times. I couldn't pass fucking... Like, the concept to me of, like, you come in the classroom and you can't speak English.
Oof.
Yeah, doesn't work for me.
It's rough. It's rough. I hated that. I hated that. That was the worst when I was in college, and I was like almost 10 years older than these kids. So I already feel out of place. And then it's like, hey, do this thing that you're really bad at and do it for 45 minutes.
Yep, can't do it.
Yeah, I hated it.
But hey, welcome to another episode of Bored and Annoyed. I'm Jackson.
And I'm home at the movies.
And this week we are talking about How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World.
Yeah, we're not talking about how to speak Spanish.
Correct. It's probably easier to train your dragon than it is to speak Spanish for me.
Oh, but way to tie them together there, Jackson. Bored and Annoyed.
Yeah, so we had the opportunity. Fandango had a little promo where they were playing this nationwide for one day.
Yep.
Last weekend. And I'm a big fan of these movies. They're, I feel like they're kind of underappreciated. People don't talk about them as like, the new animated classic type films. I think they deserve that recognition.
I would go out on a limb and say they're maybe the most underappreciated children's series. Maybe ever, but certainly of modern times.
I would agree. And just to let you guys know, the third one did not disappoint.
No,
it was excellent.
Yeah, it was grade. What would you give it? I'm waffling on like an A.
I'm giving it an A minus.
That's what
I'm
I was
giving it
thinking.
an A minus, but it's a strong A minus. I loved the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The first act. The movie got gradually better as it went. Where
the first act was a little rough.
Well, yeah, because
it wasn't even bad. It was just so fast.
Right. Well, yeah, because the movie starts. All these movies kind of start with like an action scene.
Yep.
But the first two were like more centered around the town.
Yeah.
This one's like a random weird action scene. It kind of like it introduces one of the big characters in it right away in a way that was kind of odd, I thought. But yeah, I still love the fucking movie. It has all the emotional heft of the first two.
Right.
The characters are fun.
Yep.
Can they be annoying at times? Maybe. I guess somebody could say that, but I like them. I'm along for the ride. I don't care.
I actually liked all the characters.
Yes.
I actually didn't find, in all honesty, I didn't find any of them really irritating.
Okay. Even the one that is written to be irritating.
Actually, I believe it's Jonah Hill's character.
I was thinking the sister, who was one of my favorites.
I actually really liked her. I thought she was fucking fantastic. Surprising standout for me. I believe that's Kristen Wiig.
It is Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, she's great. Jay Baruchel is always good as Hiccup, which is, I understand it's the point of the name, but such an odd choice for a Vikings name.
Yes. Well, that's the idea. I think in the first one, it was something like, if you name your kid something gross, blah, blah, blah,
that's right.
There was like a reason.
Yep. Astrid is great. One of my favorite things about this one of my favorite things about this series in general is that there's constant world building. Things are changing all the time.
It's true.
They've got some of the armor that they have in this is so incredibly badass
and detailed.
Yeah. Great textures.
Everything looks lived in.
Yes.
Everything looks like it belongs. You can imagine somebody taking this. This is one of those like Star Wars type things where you can imagine like a Wikipedia page where people have fucking come up with lore for all the different shit.
Yep.
And from a filmmaking perspective, the score is fucking awesome. The cinematography is great in this, even though I know people like to say, and I kind of agree, like the cinematography is a little different when you're working with animation, but they did a really bang up job at making the movie look appealing.
It's a beautiful movie from an audio and visual perspective.
Correct.
Probably the best score of the year so far, probably will remain one of the best. There's a particular scene. The basic premise is like, what's the Night Fury?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And Light Fury.
Toothless. Yeah, the Night Fury and the Light Fury, they meet. The dragon has it meets a girlfriend.
Yes.
And there's a little bit of Aladdin and Jasmine thing going on.
Sure. Yeah, they have fun scenes where, like, you know how animals have to, the male animal has to spread its wings, and I'm sitting here thinking Planet Earth.
Yes. Yeah. Really funny scene when that happens. Yes. The wooing scene. But also, it's where you realize the strength of the score, because the movie has no dialogue for probably, I don't know, there's abouts of 5 to 10 minutes while that whole scene is going on.
Yeah, you're right. It's a pretty long chunk.
And the music matches every scene. The emotions change throughout. All the melodies are great. All the instrumentals are great. It's fucking phenomenal. I was blown away. I was like, this is pretty ballsy for a kid's movie to do this, not have any dialogue and just have music.
Right, because they don't have long attention spans.
Yes.
As we sort of could tell when we were at the theater.
Yes. But that was a great sequence. And I really liked this movie.
Yeah, me too. I think, and it would have been battling it out for me with the Spider-Man movie. If it came out last year, those two would be the best animated movies. I liked it better than The Incredibles 2.
I actually liked Incredibles 2 better, but I think it's because Incredibles 2 was a constant level of great throughout.
Sure.
Whereas this, like you said, gets better as it goes.
This one, I think I'm a little more attached to, admittedly. And I think the third act of this one is better than anything in The Incredibles. I think
you might be right on that one.
The emotional weight of the story, and we're not going to get into it because this movie doesn't come out for 3 weeks.
Yes.
Maybe we'll talk about it again in a spoiler review down the road.
Right.
But it tugs at the heartstrings pretty hard.
Yeah.
And it's not a subject that is typically aimed at being taught to children from anyone but their parents.
Right.
I would say.
And it was really well done. And I would say that just a little aside for our viewing experience, there was a little girl that cried. And if a little girl cries, it's a good movie.
I would have cried if that didn't happen.
Right.
Because that kind of made me like lose my concentration.
Right.
But I was getting there.
You as a grown male cannot cry at a thing that a little girl is crying at.
I could, but the problem is like, I'm like getting there. And then, it was a devastating cry.
Yeah.
Like somebody came to her home and stole her dog and put it to sleep in front of her face.
Yeah.
Like that was the cry.
Wow. I was like, that's adorable.
It's effective. They fucking nailed it.
Yep. Well, that was when I was like, I realized I'm really watching something special when a kid cries. But it's really hitting the target audience.
You're watching something special too, because that fucking Toothless the dragon, who doesn't have a line of dialogue clearly, but god damn, is it a lovable creature.
It is.
They've created an awesome concept. It's fucking great.
The hidden world itself
is awesome. Yeah.
I don't normally have awe moments, but I was watching. I was just like, wow, this is great.
Yeah,
the way they shot that scene was fucking great. I will say there's a little nitpick and like I said, the beginning was the weakest part.
Yes, I agree.
And it had 2 parts that bother me, which was, and it's a minor spoiler, but it's not. It's so early in the morning in the movie, it's not a big deal. There's a point where they bring the dragons back after they've rescued all the dragons.
Yes.
And they knock down all the houses.
Yes. The big dumb doofus dragon character.
And there's a part of my brain, the adult part, that goes, well, why did you build your city like this? Like this is like, wouldn't this be happening all the time?
Yeah, you would think.
So
but that works into the plot of the movie, right? Because the plot of the movie is basically like them telling Hiccup, like, you can't keep bringing all these dragons here.
Yes.
We don't have room for them. It's turning into a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
And that was kind of symbolic of that, I believe.
Yes, and that works. It also doesn't... I guess maybe you want to make the argument that they're dumb Vikings, so therefore they just did this dumb thing by building the city this way. But there was a part of me that's like, well, who decided to build it this way in the first place? You just look at that thing and you're like, this is not going to go well. And I also kept on thinking, it was like all these dragons flying around. There is so much dragon shit just falling all over these people. They're just everywhere.
You're right. They
in the
don't
sky.
shit, do they?
No, but that's a joke. It's not a
No,
real.
it's a plot hole.
It's not a real nitpick.
Fuck, B minus.
And then the other thing was, and this is a thing that I have with these CGI movies, which is the action scene is happening. Your aforementioned action sequence,
okay.
And the camera, it's one take, and it's moving around, and it's kind of moving from character to character.
Yep.
And the problem is that the character does not have the same sort of frenetic energy that like intercutting like an action sequence in live action would have, especially since it's just this smooth camera movement from person to person. It's very smooth. It's very calculated, right. And it's sort of takes out some of the drama of the scene when you're not feeling the tension with the camera.
Well, and I mean, I know you're building off 2 previous movies. I get that. So like we're supposed to be emotionally attached to the characters going in, but there is something where it's like you haven't set up, like I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand. I get it. They're saving dragons, but like who's the enemy here?
Right.
Like what is,
flying in, a scene of them flying in and having a quick conversation to establish the characters.
Yeah.
Probably would have gone a long way.
And I'm pretty sure the first 2 kind of started with Hiccup giving like a narration, like this is Burke and blah, blah, blah. And
that's pretty good, Jay Baruchel.
But yeah, they didn't really have that. It was just kind of like, oh, here's the scene. Yeah. Action scene.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's still great.
The ending is pretty fantastic too.
Is.
Even though you brought up, well, I'm not going to say.
Don't even do it.
I'm not going to say. But it's a pretty sweet, nice little ending.
It's a nice ending. Okay. There's not, as far as if this is the end, great end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
like it's a home run of an ending to a trilogy, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yes.
Actually, I don't even, well, you know what? Can't say that. Spoiler. Can't say it. Maybe we should do a spoiler for this later on, but I think that's the end of our review.
I would agree. Yeah, go see this when it comes out.
Absolutely. Support quality.
Right.
Wherever it comes from.
Good job, DreamWorks.
Yeah, way to go. Even though there was nothing but Disney ads before this.
Interesting.
That was so weird.
It was weird.
But yeah, that's the end of the review. Thanks for listening, guys.